but the Wings of Redemption versus Boogie fight was something to behold. I want to hear what you have to think about it.
So, like you said, our predictions were very wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember. Maybe you can refresh my mind. I want to say, did we say a second round someone would go down?
Uh,
If I'm that's what I'm remembering. I think we predicted second round and Boogie would knock Wings down and he wouldn't get back up. Is kind
mm-hmm.
of what I'm remembering.
Yeah.
Which we couldn't have been. We were halfway right. We got the round right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But man, I think I did actually, after I watched it, I did go look through some of the comments, and everyone was saying the same thing about the fight. You know, that 10 years makes a big difference. When I don't even know how old Boogie is. He's around 50, I want to say. So the
Yeah.
difference of a 50-year-old overweight, out of shape man fighting a 40-year-old overweight, out of shape man, it really showed there. And I think, you know, I was wanting Boogie to come out swinging,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if he actually landed a single punch.
He kind of tapped Wings on the head,
Yeah.
but like once, but it was nothing compared to what Wings was doing, man. Man, I am so proud of him. I can't lie, man. He came out swinging and didn't stop swinging. Like it was just a bombardment of punches to Boogie, and props to Boogie too. He looked away with his eyes closed or whatever, but like he stayed standing. He didn't want to give up, even though the ref called him out and called the fight. But still, like he was like what Wing said in his post fight interview. Boogie is just an Iron Man, a man of steel. That whole match, just absorbing punch after punch. Yeah, it was very entertaining. And
Yeah,
then
I was. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
yeah. And then I think like about halfway through round one, Boogie had to get his shorts taped with masking tape around his stomach because his shorts started to fall off while Wings was laying into him. So the ref paused the fight. Boogie came back to his corner, and his buddy, whoever it was, started wrapping tape around him to keep his shorts up, and that was pretty funny.
That definitely, like, if the fight wasn't iconic enough already, that will cement this in meme lore for the eternity. You know,
Definitely.
I thought that it was great. You know, I thought it was great that they did it, that Keemstar put it on. I think everybody, me included, are so tired of the celebrity bouts that really don't mean anything. You get a couple of guys in there that don't know what they're doing, but this one was different. Like, this one, I feel like actually was for the community more than just for ego. And I really like that. And I respect both of those guys for getting in there. You know, we can laugh about it. And I was watching just some clips of people. I think it was the Vanos crew. Yeah, it was the Vanos crew, and they were just laughing about it, you know, kind of memeing on it.
Hmm.
But the truth of the matter is, you know, huge props to both of those fighters for getting in there, because you know, on any given day they're lucky to just get up on their feet. And I think that you know, I think that's a huge thing and to be respected. And it shows how much Boogie lost weight too, because his
Oh yeah.
shorts wouldn't stay on him.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely put in the work, and I think the work paid off for both of them, even though Boogie did lose. And like I think that fight was like the best fight of the entire night. It was constant action in the ring, not like the first two where they're like I I don't like when like a whole boxing match is just them like hugging each other and like just circling around, and it's just kind of boring, right? But like Wings, as soon as Boogie and Wings did their walkouts, man, Wings' walkout was so awesome. I loved his walkout. He was rapping. I don't know if it was his song or some other song. I didn't recognize it, but he was walking down the stage rapping the words to a song. He was like such a showboat, showing off his cardio and his lung capacity, And then someone opens the ropes for him. He ducks down and gets it with no problem. I'm like, wow, this is gonna be a good one, man. And like his shirt was Psycho Dad, McJuggerNugget's dad. I'm not quite sure what the relevance is to Boogie, but and then Boogie's walkout was also, it was interesting. Of course they see me rolling, they hating. Why
Yep.
not? Great song choice. With the same shirt that Frank Castle showed up to his house with the gun, the infamous gun clip. He was wearing that same shirt. That was pretty funny.
I did not notice that.
Oh yeah,
That is awesome.
yeah. But yeah, Wings of Redemption. For the redemption, I was
Wings
hoping
of
for
Redemption,
it.
redemption.
Yeah. Wings sounds like actually pretty positive now. During his like post fight interviews and whatnot. Um, I just hope that the two of them can like go on a successful path and like keep this momentum going of weight loss and positivity in their careers. Because even though Boogie lost, I still see him getting like lots of props from different people for even showing up. You know, staying in the ring, staying in the fight. So yeah, I hope that they take this well and continue with it.
Yeah, which I think for Boogie is, I don't know Wings of Redemption as well as I know Boogie's kind of story, but I think for Boogie especially, it's a huge redemption arc because for so long he's been such a, I don't even know what you say, outcast, a pariah of the YouTube society. You know, he used to be really popular 10-ish years ago, whatever it was.
Mm.
And for whatever reason, I think it was depression. You know, he went downhill fast. He started losing followers. He lost subscribers. He lost, he was one of the big name personalities on YouTube. So I think for him, I really am happy that he did it because I do think that, like you said, continue on the weight loss journey. And he seemed really positive after the fight. I think he was a little disappointed that it got called when it did. And he
Mm.
kind of, he kind of was like, come on,
Yeah.
which uh, I don't I don't know really what the ref's looking for there. I don't know if it's like responsiveness. I'm not really sure what they actually look for
Me
when
either.
they call a fight like that.
Mm.
But he looked okay, but I think the ref was just worried he was going to get pretty hurt because
Yeah.
those uh those are big heavy blows that Wings was throwing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. It seems like Boogie's face the entire fight was like, because he just like kept his eyes closed because Wings just would not let him have the chance to hit him. It was an awesome fight. Definitely something that I'll be watching again.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But
That is
yeah,
great.
yeah,
Yeah, Boogie I think looked scared. Where Wings I think definitely won the intimidation game. Because right from the start, and maybe that's just how Boogie looks, I don't know, but he looked scared right from the get-go. And
hmm,
then as soon as he started getting hit, he flinched a lot. Like you said, he kept his eyes closed and he just kind of turned his head the
hmm,
rest of the fight. And at one point he almost turns all the way around so that Wings is punching him in the back of the head and the ref's like, "Hey, turn around. Don't turn around."
yeah, yeah.
So,
Well,
I don't know if you're going to mention it, but the way they showed up on
oh,
the golf carts
oh
or
yeah,
the go-karts rather, sorry.
like, well, like scooters that you use for like
Yeah,
old people at the
like the
grocery
mobility
store.
scooters.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
uh-huh. Yeah, that was pretty funny to see them racing around on those.
Boogie, I hear Boogie did win that
Yeah,
race.
uh-huh.
So, props to him for winning one of them.
Yeah, definitely. But honestly, like at the very beginning when like Boogie got in the ring and he was locking eyes with Wings, honestly Boogie looked like pretty like menacing. Like he was ready to go, and then like he was just like shocked by like
Yeah.
the how like Wings was actually performing, and he's like, whoa, wait a second, that's not what I expected at all. So yeah, definitely a wake up call for everyone.
Yeah, and I think too, not to get too much sciencey stuff here. I have a pretty strong background in exercise science. That's actually what I majored in.
Hmm.
And looking at them as they were fighting, the body composition of both of them, you could tell Boogie has been overweight a lot longer. I mean, he's 10 years older, so obviously. But looking at his legs, like his legs had no definition. Where you looked at Wings of Redemption's like calves, for instance, and you couldn't really see Boogie's because he had like tights on, but
Yeah.
you could tell that Wings of Redemption definitely has more muscle to him than Boogie
Oh yeah.
does. And so that also plays a huge role in it when you're 400 ish. I think they were both around four. I think Boogie was a little less, but I think that also played a huge role in it. Is Wings definitely has some more muscle to his build, where Boogie is just a little more fluffy.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember there's this one clip from a Low Tier God, if you know who that is.
Mm.
He's long story short, he's a popular fighting game personality that has a similar track record of like Wings of Redemption, Boogie, or like DSP. He's an internet personality that people don't want anything to do with, pretty much. So
Okay. Yeah.
but yeah, I heard him talking about how he wants Wings his legs because they're just like pure muscle, and he has like chicken legs. But like, but he's like super like buff from like the waist up,
Right.
which so that's kind of funny. Side note though, I actually heard that Keemstar is actually looking for an opponent for Low Tier God. So yeah, you might want to brush up on his history too, because that will be an interesting lead up and fight if that actually ends up happening. So
I
yeah,
hope that happens.
oh yeah. Anything
I
else you
think there's
wanna?
enough. Just kind of riffing off of that. I think there's enough YouTube personalities that have kind of been outcast that we could keep this going for another couple of years. Honestly,
Oh yeah, definitely.
you get EDP in there.
Uh, I don't know about that, but
No, 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 no. It's great. You put him with someone that will just, um, to put it mildly, just punch him in the face a few times.
you can put him in the ring with what's that guy's name? The redhead who caught him trying to meet up with that 13-year-old girl. Um,
I don't know the name.
yeah, I forget his name, but yeah, they're obviously EDP is bigger, but they're both of similar size.
Right.
You can make it work. Yeah,
Sorry, that's I'm throwing a little personal feelings in there on that one. So, but yeah, no, I overall I would give the fight a 9 out of 10. I wish it went a little longer, but I don't
hmm
think you could have asked for a better outcome for what it was, really.
yeah. I mean, Boogie has been saying like all throughout this whole process is that he was ready to die in that ring if it came to it. So I'm sure he was like super disappointed when the ref called
Yeah,
it. That had to be a tough one to take.
yeah, for sure.